أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي رب هب لي من الصالحين ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة العين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما ربنا اغفر لنا ولإخواننا الذين سبقونا بالإيمان ولا تجعل في قلوبنا غلا للذين آمنوا ربنا إنك رؤوف رحيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students, today we're going to talk something about English language, especially the grammatical dimension of English language. Hopefully, inshallah, I'm going to start the series of English grammar, and by the grace of Almighty Allah, this is my first lecture concerning English grammar, and inshallah, hopefully I'll be talking about the overall English language. So far as English language is concerned, it's a vast language, and if you want to develop clutch on English language, then the first and foremost thing is to develop the proper understanding and comprehension of its grammatical aspect. There are different languages, and every language is having its own grammatical structure. Similarly, so far as English language is concerned, this language is also having its own, unique style of grammar. And if we want to develop the comprehensive concept of English grammar, then we have to learn the English grammar in a sequential way. Initially, we have to understand its fundamental and basic units, and so far as the fundamental and basic units of this very language is concerned, I think it's the parts of speech which needs to be given the more and more, concentration for the overall development of this very language. I think parts of speech is the building block or the building blocks of this very language. So therefore, the first and foremost thing is that we have to develop the proper understanding of these very elements. So far as English language is concerned, there are 8 parts of speech. It is these very parts of speech that are responsible for developing the big, big structure of English language. So far as the parts of speech are concerned, there are 8 parts of speech in English language, and these parts of speech are: number 1, it's noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. The first is noun. Today we're going to talk something about noun. Previously, what we have been doing is that we are just remembering the definitions of these words, and when the pragmatic and empirical approach comes, we are completely, at that very moment of time, we are not able to, put forward our understanding in a proper manner. So far as noun is concerned, this is the first part of speech. I just want to recapitulate I just want to recapitulate the information we are already having in our brains, and I don't want to pursue the definitions. I just want to develop the proper understanding and comprehension of all these very elements of English language. So far as the first part of speech is concerned, is noun. What is noun? Our students are always remembering this very nouns, name or place, person. Or this is something boring. I have been experiencing this very problem. I have been confronting this very problem from the student side, that they are having 100% clutch on the definition, but unfortunately they are not able to give the proper understanding and comprehension of a particular word. So therefore, I have been laying a great stress on the comprehension of these very parts of speech. So far as noun is concerned, we don't need to go for the definitions, just the comprehension. Noun simply means name. Name of what? Whatever is there in universe, whether it is animate or inanimate, I mean to say whether it is living or non-living, all these things, living as well as non-living things, are classified into this very category of noun. Whatever is there in the universe, whether it's solid, liquid or gas, whether it is animate or inanimate, whether it is living or non-living, this whole whatever we are seeing in this very, what we are observing, experiencing and seeing in this very world, that's supposed to be categorized into the category of nouns. And now, for the simplification purpose of view, we have been categorizing it into three main categories. The first one is that name of person, or place and thing. If we'll categorize the whole universe, it can be broadly classified into these three groups. That is person, place or thing. So this is for the simplification purpose of view. This has been made this very category of three classes. Suppose, and one thing we have always been committing a mistake over here, that noun is, we are saying noun and we are saying that noun is actually the body. No, actually it's the name of that very body, whether it's thing, person or something else. Okay? So it's a name, because noun means name. In Urdu we can call it as ism. That's why we ask somebody, what's your good name? What's your ism sharif? That means noun, ism. Okay? Like person, misal, for example, we can say Javed, David, etc. Like place, there's India, Pakistan, Delhi, Mumbai, etc. Similarly, thing like pen, notebook, etc. So noun can be categorized broadly into three groups. That's person, place or thing. Like Javed, David, India, Pakistan, Delhi, Mumbai, etc. Similarly, thing, pen, notebook, etc. So far as the typology, of this very part of speech is concerned, there are different there are different kinds, parts, types. Okay, the first one is proper noun. What's proper noun? I have been giving lecture to the teaching fraternity as well, but I have been, and student community as well, but I have been confronting different situations there. we are not having proper, understanding of this very thing, that proper and common. We are always we are committing mistakes in understanding the actual concept of these very two things, that's proper noun and common noun. Proper noun actually means when we refer somebody, something or some place, when we refer it, when we particularize it, when we bring it into a concentration, when we concentrate towards a particular place, person or thing, or particularize it. In Urdu we can say, जब हम अपने ख्यालात को किसी चीज या किसी जगह या किसी इंसान की तरफ मबजूल करते हैं, मरकूज करते हैं, उसको अपने तवज्जुहात में लाते हैं, अपने ख्यालात में लाते हैं, तो मान लीजिए हम उसको मखसूस बना देते हैं, तो हमारे सारी जो ख्यालात है वो पूरी तरह से मरकूज हो जाते हैं उस चीज की तरफ से, तो वो चीज मान लीजिए वो हमारे लिए प्रॉपर बन जाता है.